ahead.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Rita Egidio, and I'm here with an amazing new guest. You are on the Influential Creatrix Podcast, and Jules is here with me, but I never present my guests because I love them to tell their story. Jules, do you want to tell who you are, what you do, your name, and all of that?
Thank you so much, Rita, and thank you for inviting me onto your show. It's really exciting. But yes, my name is Julie Collins. My friends call me Jules, and I live in Jersey, Channel Islands, which is an island just in between France and England. And I've lived here for 32 years. I'm originally from Yorkshire. But 2 years ago, I quit my job. Actually, it's not 2 years ago. I launched the Facebook group 2 years ago, but I actually quit my job last July to launch a brand to help women through menopause. And the app has literally just launched, so it's very exciting. But it's to help women like myself, basically, who didn't have anywhere to turn to or any direction as to what menopause was all about. So the app actually covers everything that you need to know from a safe community where you can ask questions, and we have a weekly live Q&A to finding about all the symptoms and solutions. And we talk about exercise, diet, nutrition. We cover mindset as well, which is a real big one as well. In my particular journey, I had no one to turn to. In fact, I just thought your period stopped and that was it. I didn't realize it was actually like a 10-year journey. And it's such a pivotal time in a woman's life. So, you know, to not know much about it was crazy, really. I mean, it's a lot more knowledge now, but at the time 3 years ago, it was a really tricky moment. I was like moody and hot and bothered and tired, and yeah. So there's lots of symptoms that I just didn't understand myself. So I thought creating something for someone like me, and I know there's hundreds out there, thousands out there, is what this app is all about.
So I was going to ask you why, but you have it already.
Sorry.
What? No problem. I love it. Tell us your story with details, or maybe give us like beliefs then you had about menopause. You said it was just that, or misguidance then we have, then you found out like, oh my God, I was so wrong. Because for many years, and you can say this better than me, for many years, menopause was the moment then women stopped existing, because our society did drive us through being fertile and having kids and bear kids. And then a woman in menopause it's not
sexy.
It's not sexy. They cannot, you don't see them hanging out with other people, using a dress like this one. Or, you know, you need to cover yourself, you need to disappear even more, right?
Yeah, it's not
even
true.
more.
Yeah.
And we see women now, and I'm going to give you a normal example, like J-Lo, who's 50 and looks amazing. And we did not have that people to look up to. I'm 41. So I need examples of women of 60, 70, 80 who are doing something, who are going places, who are in our society until not so long ago. I'll say until the era of Aquarius did start, or if you want, probably the most tender moment was the Me Too movement, where we start looking to women problems and women situations and women life in a different way. Yeah. I'm a girl power. At this moment of my life, I just work with women, except some one-to-one clients, and I still have as men. But wow.
Yeah.
It's time to empower us. after menopause?
It's actually the beginning of a new journey for a woman. It should be embraced, really, and we should, some people find more mature women more interesting because they've lived that little bit longer. They've had more life.
They know what they want.
They know what they want, and that's
sexy
and attractive, and just kind of embracing your body changes and things like that. But obviously, doing as much as you can to feel and look as the best you can. If self-improvement's what somebody wants to do, then excellent, because it's all about walking tall, being confident, and being happy in your skin and being happy with you. And once you understand and you get your hormone balances correct with various things that you can get, alternative medicines or actually from the doctors, and you understand what's going on. It's an amazing new beginning.
New journey. And let's be honest, people are living 80, 90, 100 years. You have lots of years to live. Why you are going to stop existing, dreaming, go places?
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. And
did you felt, sorry to interrupt, and did you felt then, oh my God, is my end in any moment?
Yeah, do you know what I felt lost, actually. I didn't know. I was working the job that I'd been doing for the past 5 years in an office in corporate. I was just doing on the treadmill of life. I've got 2 daughters. They're 15 and 11 now. But I just didn't feel myself. I actually thought, is this it? Is this it? That crossed my mind a few times, thinking, have I been successful in my life? Is this kind of coming to the end? I mean, people were talking about retiring, in 10 years, and thinking, oh my God, I feel like I'm just getting started. I should be just getting started. And I've been in a 20-year marriage as well. And I made a big decision last year to separate from my husband. Just because I just thought, are we meant to be? I mean, I'm not saying we should all go and do this, but
no, but let me tell you something. I did podcasts in the last month for more than 70 people, 17 women. And all of us are on almost the same range of age, 35 plus 40, between 40 and 50 something.
Yeah.
And it's incredible the amount of women who divorce, separate, or the husband died. And how that in certain way must be connected with launching our business. I'm in divorce process as well. So something goes on, or they start and we find the opportunity, or we start and we find the opportunity. I don't want to interrupt you, but I just want you to know my knowledge about it. Yes. My clients, people that I work in, I'm amplifier. I help women to grow in clients, to have high tickets, to sell more, to grow online, to have more followers, to become the leaders of their fields. In my clients, I will say 90% of them, or the husband they die, or they divorce. Yeah. So something goes on that.
Yeah, you definitely either need to grow together. And I don't think it's fair that you should stay with somebody because of your children, or because you feel society, you don't want to upset your mother-in-law. You need to be happy. And I think that's the key message here. And working full time, you've got 2 kids, you're running a house, you've got a busy job. You don't really put yourself at the top of your list. And I think when lockdown happened, I think I really did some huge assessing of everything. It was, and again, I'm not saying menopause, but definitely was a pivotal time when I looked at my age because I'm 53 now, but last year I was 52. And
you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You
Thank
do. You do.
It was a time, and I just think, if not now, when, and obviously it's not a nice thing to do, but we're at good terms now, and the kids are fine, nobody died, we all survived it the other side, and we're good, we're in a good place. But yeah, and I just think now's my time to to do something that I love and not just work for somebody else, or it was an opportunity. I had a window and I took it. With both hands, and I thought, amazing. Right, yeah, so that's where we are.
That is amazing that you did that. I want to address something, because I know because we are in the same group, so I know how you launch process. What is your process for launching and text and etc. And I help women with social media, so I'm very curious on this detail. Are women up to say me when it's to talk about menopause? They are okay to say, please, me on the comments, or they are shy and they DM you?
Yeah, well, actually, Rita, I have a Facebook group, and I've got 3,000 members in there. That's been going for about 18 months. So that's really good. But outside of that, when I'm asking people for various things, like I did a challenge, I launched a challenge, a 6-week challenge, very few got back to me on other avenues of social media, and they don't like me to put their full name, if there's ever a testimonial. So I definitely feel, even though when you get to 50, it's inevitable that you are menopausal, perimenopausal, women don't like to put their name or a face to certain testimonials if it's going to too far wide, broad out there into the social media, full platforms. I think because it isn't a sexy thing that's happening to you, which is a shame in a way, because actually it can be, but I think it's just the word.
I was going there. Let's talk about sex, because I'm very raw on this conversation. In your experience, or not, but in your knowledge, is sex going to change a lot for women? Or can we have desires after menopause?
Yes, it's everything carries on as normal, but you just might need a little helping hand with certain things, because things can get a little bit
dry. Okay.
Dry.
Okay, dry is a good option.
Everything, like the drive can still be there. It's just, you might just need a little helping hand, but that's because of your estrogen levels.
But that's not the issue. We can have a subscription of a sex shop where you can send us often. They ask you this question, your tribe?
Yeah, we do different topics. We'll cover different topics. And
what are the topics? What are the questions they have?
So we have talked about testosterone, because that's something that a woman, if you say for this, for instance, right? So if you've been in a marriage for 20 years, you're not going to be, that sex drive's not going to be there as much as it was when you first met them. But that's because you're used to the part, so there's areas where you do need to actually make an effort to spice things up a little bit, and also just to work with your body, like, lubes, lubricants, and testosterone, which you can take in patch form, or you can take
testosterone or estrogen.
You need both, really. But if you're very low on your sex drive, they recommend testosterone, because we do have testosterone in our bodies as women. Of course. You do think it's more for a male hormone, but women do have that. So that is definitely something that as you get older, that you might just need that helping hand if you've been in your 20-year marriage. But which is it's just one of those things that, yes, it's still definitely possible.
Do you believe we can be more happy even after menopause? Like menopause can be a positive, for sure you believe. So if not, we're not talking about that. But
Yeah.
took a while for you to see the silver line.
Yeah, definitely. I had low mood, low energy. I was quite snappy. I was just hot all the time and tired. So, and it's all symptoms, but I never addressed it. Probably 2 years before I actually went to the doctor. I probably should have gone to the doctor when I was probably about 49. Yeah, about 49, 48, 49, because I was probably perimenopausal then. So I went on to HRT, which is amazing. And 99% of women can have HRT, and it's amazing because it replaces what you lose with menopause. And
what is exactly?
So it's estrogen gel, which I put mine on my arms every morning after a shower, and that just absorbs into the skin because we've got estrogen in every cell in our bodies. So when your estrogen levels drop, you need to replace them. So that's why our skin loses its elasticity and we lose moisture, body moisture. There's lots of things that our skin changes, and the estrogen's a major culprit. And progesterone is also something that most women take on HRT on an evening. It's usually a capsule, and that helps with protecting your womb from
diseases.
And for womb cancer, etc., because your womb's going through change, because obviously then your periods will eventually stop. But perimenopause can go on for 7 years. So the whole menopause could go from 5, 7, 10 years. So it's knowledge. It's just preparing yourself and having that knowledge.
Nice. What kind of offers do you have?
In my app?
In general, in your app, whatever you are doing. Guide us a little bit. How people can work with you.
Yeah, so I'm actually in the app. There's it's called Mastering Menopause, and in there we cover all the symptoms, and we have solutions, checklists for your doctor. We also then have a community where you can have a Q&A and ask questions whenever you like, and we do a live Q&A on a Thursday. We also talk about movement and how important movement is. We do yin yoga sessions and Pilates, because our core area is really important to look after, because this area you can lose this area a little bit. The old menopause tummy that people talk about, that's a culprit. And there's exercise, nutrition, diet. There's a lot in there. But we also offer coaching calls. So if there's any ladies that want to have a one-to-one coaching session, that's in there as an addition. And we also run a 6-week challenge that's called Ignite Your Sparkle. And each day you'd have a challenge to go on to, and that's a full 6 weeks. And we cover relationships, we do goal setting, because at this age we think, you think kind of, is this kind of coming to the end? Well, actually, it's the beginning of a new journey. And we should be always thinking about setting goals, whether or not it's for next week, next year, 5 years. We need to be aiming for something. Otherwise, we're just going around in circles. And I find that so important, because that gives you that sparkle to get up in the morning and go, this is what I'm doing today. One more step forward. So the Ignite Your Sparkle covers relationships as well. Styling, we talk about styling,
That is so cool. I love that. I love that, because we have a new body and we want to dress our body, right?
Yes.
And it needs to be from a place of self-love.
Yeah, we do. We need to learn to love ourselves again. Absolutely.
Yeah. And feel sexy.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. What is your superpower?
My superpower. What is my superpower? I guess my superpower is serving menopause women with passion and commitment. I definitely want to help women prevent to go through what I went through. And I think now I've got the tools in place, that would just be amazing. I would love that to be my superpower.
Wow. What is your future? What is the future? What the future is holding for you?
The future is rosy. My future, I've got lots of plans, Rita, lots of goals that I've set for myself. Becoming an entrepreneur was a really scary moment because I'd always had a salary-based mindset. You know, my mindsets had to change.
A prison is a prison, is a domestication.
It is because we feel that's what we need to do. Everyone's doing it, so that's what we do. And actually, it's just taking those brave steps of courage, hit the terror barrier, keep going, plow through that terror barrier, and do something you want to do. I mean, people watching might think, well, we can't do that because financially I can't do that. But you can take some time out each day and do it in your spare time to just focus on your goal, you know, and not just, you know, go around in circles.
Nice.
Goals are so important.
Nice. Do you have a specific quote that you like that represents you?
A quote. Do you know what I do like? It's really simple, but it's, if nothing changes, nothing changes. It's like nothing changing. But you and it's massive because I do feel that you need to change
for something to change.
To become that person that you need to be to get your goals.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. I am going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you 1 hour of my time for us to look to your business and really expand even more, and doing a strategy for the next 3 months is totally free. And I would love, because I will arrive to the moment and I need to think about that. So I have my questions. I can understand your avatar, your perfect client. And before we end this, can you please share how people can find you?
Yes, of course. I'm on the App Store, and the app is called Mastering Menopause.
Okay.
And if you do go in there, I'll be so excited to see you in there. Drop me a message and we can connect and we can do a discovery call if need be. But yes, that's where I am.
If you want to share your Facebook group, if someone wants to add themselves.
Yes, my Facebook group. Should I send you the link to this?
Rita? Yeah, you are going to send, but for the audio, I want you to share the link.
Yes, I will. I will do. And the Facebook group is called Hot Flush. It's Hot Flush VIP ladies.
Wow. Oh, my dear Jules, I love to talk with you. I am his subject, then I'm really interested. I'm not running away. I want to be ready. I want to have all the tools. I want to try today, do everything natural if possible.
Yeah.
If not,
absolutely,
it's going to be a combination, and I want to be ready for it, and I want to do it smooth, and I want to have fun. Yes. And I want that to happen, you know, in a normal way, not a normal way, in a way then it's going to be the future for women. So yeah.
Preparation. If you're prepared, Rita, then you'll know and expect it. And when you see things happening and changing to your body, you know, you can say, I know what this is, and you can manage it. Whereas it's just that knowledge is power, definitely.
Okay, amazing. I'm going to say bye to our friends on YouTube. Guys, ladies, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's going to be a pleasure. Please find Jules online and go to her, and you know, this is for you. This is our gift for you. So don't lose it. Just take action. And bye-bye to my YouTube people. Thank you so much. Bye-bye to the podcast people. Thank you so much.